You ready to go, LeBron? Where's the powder?
Left it at home.
Hey guys, welcome back to Sports Crazies. Today we'll talk about the craziest things LeBron James said. Let's head into it. Number 9. LeBron James on his team's defense.
Do you have any idea as to why maybe it hasn't, for whatever reason, happened on this team, those individual accolades?
You have to ask whoever voted.
I'm only one guy. I took Hito in the first game and Rashard hit the winning shot. I took Rashard in the second game and Hito hit the shot. If I could clone myself, we'd be alright, but I can't. LeBron James before Game 3 of the 2009 Eastern Conference Semifinals against the Orlando Magic. Throughout his career and for good reason, LeBron James has made it to 3 all-defensive first teams.
LeBron James gets beat by a hero, but the extra effort measures the basketball and then blocks it without.
It doesn't mean, however, that you have to reassure everyone that you are the one of the best defenders in the league by putting down your teammates. I'm sure you would be able to leave your talents in Cleveland and bring them to Miami if we were able to clone you, but we can't, as he said. Number 8, the decision.
Back in transition. Again, when he has numbers, the defense isn't set. This is an amazing athlete.
This fall, and this was a very tough decision for me, but this fall I will be taking my talents to South Beach and joining the Miami Heat. The New York Knicks, New Jersey Nets, and Cleveland Cavaliers were believed to be the favorites a few days prior to LeBron James' decision. On the day of the decision, it wasn't until ESPN NBA analyst Chris Broussard reported that the Miami Heat became the favorites after hearing word that James had already made a deal with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. The decision came and went with the victors of the LeBron sweepstakes coming out of the Heat and the Boys and Girls Club of America. The decision raised $500,000 for the charity, but more than anything, because of how it was carried out, it was still looked at in a negative light. As James announced his decision for the waiting nation to hear, the entire Cavaliers fan base was embarrassed and mortified on a national level. Even the way he said he was going to leave had been a travesty. Once again, his ego raises it loud and ugly, had to see the world with Cleveland receiving the brunt of it. Number 7. LeBron responds to his haters.
Gets inside, running layup. It's good and a foul. LeBron James ties the game and a chance for a three-point play.
All the people that were rooting on me to fail, at the end of the day, they have to wake up tomorrow and have the same life they had before they woke up today. They have the same personal problems they had today. I'm going to continue to live the way I want to live. Continue to do things the way I want to do it. The way I want to, with me and my family, and be happy with that. They can get a few days or a few months or whatever the case may be on being happy about not only myself but the Miami Heat not accomplishing their goal, but they have to get back to the real world at some point. You just lost the NBA Finals, and are you responding to your critics this way? Instead of possibly saying the next season he will come back stronger than ever to prove them wrong, he belittles them by talking about how much more effective and well off he is. While it's true that the average NBA fan may not have the funds James has, it doesn't mean that LeBron has to make sure everyone knows it. In the end, there are just as many rings for those critics as LeBron James. Number 6. That's retarded.
Now the Lakers on the run to LeBron. LeBron all the way. Freight train coming.
Was the question nonsensical in the Eastern Conference Semifinals following Miami's Game 3 loss to Boston? Yes. Dwayne Wade is not, at least, a dirty player, and that's what he's proven over his 8 seasons. However, LeBron James calling someone retarded shows that back then, he still had some growing up to do. Number 5. LeBron on meeting Michael Jordan.
Punches that into the on a play, which is so crucial. We have seen.
Man, meeting Michael Jordan for me was like Black Jesus walking towards me. It was overwhelming to me to finally meet the guy I've looked up to my whole life. LeBron James on Oprah Winfrey Show in 2005. As the saying goes, don't mix religion and politics. Mixing religion and basketball with LeBron James should be the new one. We understand that when he steps out onto the court, Michael Jordan possesses an aura and supernatural abilities, but it does not mean we call him Black Jesus. Number 4. LeBron on the state of his Cleveland Cavaliers.
Came in as a terrific defender. His offensive game has improved leaps and bounds as James throws it down.
A LeBron James team is never desperate. LeBron James after Game 5 of the 2008 Eastern Conference Semifinals versus the Boston Celtics. In the third person, referring to yourself always puts you in a negative light. Saying your team is not desperate and then a few days later, losing a playoff series only reassures the negativity that already surrounds you. Number 3. LeBron James.
How do you find a way to do that?
Just who I am. It's just the way I prepare my mind, prepare my body, prepare for the moment.
On LeBron James. To all the positions, I just bring the determination to win. Me being an unselfish player, I think that can carry on to my teammates. When you have one of the best players on the court being unselfish, I think that transfers to other players. LeBron James in a pre-draft press conference in 2003. To be a successful player, having confidence in your basketball skills is key. However, there is a fine line between being confident and being cocky, and LeBron James once again crossed it by claiming that because of how talented he is, his unselfish abilities are transferred to his teammates. Number 2. LeBron James on going back to Cleveland.
Again, Rondo's got another steal. Here's LeBron on the breakout, and he dunks another one.
If there was an opportunity for me to return and those fans welcome me back, that would be a great story. With this statement, there are just so many things wrong. First off, at the time he was a Miami Heat member, no Heat fan wants to hear about you going anywhere else. Back to Cleveland in particular.
I mean, I decided this morning I went day to day on, I wake up one morning as this team, I wake up another morning as this team.
Second, Cleveland is going to be the last team ever to want another team. They'll always remember the decision and your inability to lead them to win a title, even though you led the Cavs to 7 best years in franchise history. Number 1. LeBron James on dealing with his final loss.
Throws it ahead to James. James head down, drives inside, layup, count it, and one. Again, defense leading the offense.
The greater man upstairs know when it's my time. Right now isn't the time. This was LeBron's first tweet to the Dallas Mavericks following the Miami Heat's Game 6 loss. It's nice to see that James is a religious man, but you've got millions of fans waiting to hear some words of reassurance, and this is the best thing you can come up with? Not that we're going to come back stronger next season, or a thank you to the fans who stuck with him all year long and defended him. James needed to set aside his ego for this one. Dwayne Wade thanked the fans of the Heat for the ride, and LeBron would have been wise to do the same thing.
And you can make the case, as crazy as it sounds, that we have taken LeBron James.
What do you think about these statements? Which was the craziest one? Let us know in the comment section. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.